Hails and welcome to Rauta. To be honest, I was a little bit surprised there is no other band called Black Curse on the Metal Archives. So this American-made band is the one and the only coming with this rather usual sounding, but then again also it seems unique name. And what a fitting name it is for this kind of metal. The style here is dark, oppressing death metal. One could even say this is a sort of blackened death metal because the overall sound here is really heavy, but it's also really dark and really black. So Black Curse is kind of a fitting name for this band. And this album called Endless Wound is actually originally a demo by the very same band. So this is just basically continuing where the demo left off. That is with 4 new tracks to complement the whole deal here and bringing some music to the stuff as well. All these bands are rather veterans of the scene, so it's not like these guys are new to the genre or new to the extreme metal, even though this band is pretty new. And Endless Wound is in so many ways a rather typical release because it basically has all the elements to be something else, something unique, something redefining. But in essence, it reminds me of so many bands I've gone through the years and putting these pieces, sometimes rather forcefully, together. Think it like this. It's like this death metal band which just wants to flirt with death metal. So it has these elements from one or two of those bands that have been going to black death metal or blackened death metal. So it sounds really heavy at the same time, but also because of the screaming vocals and some of the riffs, it's almost like black death. And now the tempo is something that is very nice here because it's actually quite diverse. You will find these blasting parts which actually flirt a little bit with blends like blasphemy, revenge and so forth, with its rather chaotic output. But also when it slows down, it's almost like doom death combo. And so suddenly it's kind of abandoning all the factors you just got used to. And it's been bouncing between these mid-tempo, fast-tempo, slow-tempo parts, which is in fact one of the fortes of the album. However, when you really pay attention to the riffs, there's nothing unusual there. All of them seem or sound like it's been recycled from some other bands in black metal scene or death metal scene. And one thing that actually a little bit bothers me coming from a strong death metal background is that those vocals are more flirting with the black metal style, whereas I was kind of hoping more powerful, more brutal death metal type of output. Now it's obviously a matter of taste. When I listen to black metal, I kind of hope it go to the raspy, streamy, shrieky style, you know, like a crows or ravens doing the vocals. And when I go to the death metal, I want to sound like a boogeyman, some kind of a monstrosity, some aberration. But when you combine these different elements, it's a little bit weird. Let me put it this way. If I'm going to have sex with a hot lady, I don't want her to sound like a guy. I mean, I'm no bisexual, but if I was, I probably wanted the male guy sound like a male, not scream like a bitch. I know it's gonna offend you, some of you gonna laugh, but this is my way to put it. Whether you like my metaphor or not, that's not the point. The point is, this is not death metal for everybody, and it's definitely not for black metal heads, but more like black metal, death metal heads, and maybe some less Puritanian death metal people who are totally cool with different kind of vocals and rather not so much bothered by this flirting. So definitely Black Curse has something cool going on, but I don't think they're nailing this just yet with this release. Anyway, go take a listen and figure out for yourself. That's the main thing you can do in order to find some new love with a new band. And who knows, maybe you will end up buying this CD even though I'm not the biggest fan right there. Not yet anyway. Should you have any comments or questions, put them on the comment section. I'll get back to you. Take care.